Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Melanie and this is mela.dramatic or dramatic plans on Instagram. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for the week of October 28th through November 3rd. The kit I'll be using today is called Witch's Brew from Danny Faith Designs. Now, if you're new to stickering or new to sticker kits, I do recommend her shop for starting out. She offers 6-page mini kits for only $5 in the matte option or $7.25 I believe for the glossy. You can also purchase any of the 6 sheets a la carte for only $1 a sheet. And then you get 8 full boxes. You get some headers and littles. There are 3 headers missing, but I put them on my habit trackers, which you guys will see in just a bit. You get some washi and your bottom washi, your functional sheet with circle icons, heart checklists, some sidebar builders, and some scripts. You also get 8 half boxes, 8 quarter boxes, some 3 heart checklists, and then lastly 8 ombre heart checklists. Now, like I said, if you are new to sticker kits, or you're new to stickers, I do highly recommend this shop because it is super cheap in price, but just keep in mind you do get what you pay for, so we'll kind of get into that once I start laying things down. And then next up, I'm going to be pulling in these habit trackers from my own island. Even though they're already labeled, these were the only ones that I could find that matched really well. I did get these in a D-stash, and I do normally use them for what they're labeled as, but for this week, I'm kind of changing it up a bit and tracking other things, so that's why I changed the labels. And then I'm going to be pulling in these glitter headers. These are also from Danny Faith Designs. They do say Brandy's shop on them, so I'm assuming she had some kind of rebranding. I'm not really sure. For the foil, I'm going to be using these overlay tapes from Rose Colored Days. The 2 headers are from her fall collection in matte gold and in burgundy. The full box overlay is from her Halloween collection in gold. And then this green washi tape is from Scribble Prints Co. from an older Christmas collection. And then lastly, I'm also going to be using these bougie boxes that I made myself. So getting started, I did remove all my sticky notes and I whited some things out off camera. And I do want to apologize in advance. I'm still kind of getting used to my filming setup, so I might be out of the frame here and there, or you might see my head in the frame, so that's my bad. But starting off with my bottom washi, because this kit is a little on the cheaper side, the color saturation isn't as great as I would like it, and the colors kind of bleed together, making it very monochromatic. So that's why I wanted to pull in this roll from Scribble Prints Co. just to kind of pull in some more of that pretty green color. And then once I actually start laying down the washi, you'll kind of see that it's a little bit too big. I mean, I know that I cut off the bottom and everything, but the width-wise is a little bit too long. And then I know that this is not a super big deal to a lot of people because you can just trim it off. But for me, I feel like I've noticed that with a lot of these kits from Danny Faith Designs, there are kind of a lot of inconsistencies with the sizing. Once I start laying down the bougie boxes and the headers, you'll kind of see what I mean. The full boxes are wider and slightly longer, which, I mean, isn't super big of a deal. But for me, it's just a little annoying for my preference because it's too hard to cut down that small of a sliver. And I don't really like the look of overhang or overlapping. And then not only that, I've also noticed that sometimes with the cuts, they're not always cut all that well. Sometimes the cuts just aren't deep enough and the stickers will rip up if you pull them up too quickly, or they're just cut all the way through and it's kind of hard to peel them off the paper. Now, I know this sounds super negative, but I have received a lot of kits from her that that don't need any type of sticker surgery or any type of trimming or anything like that. I have gotten some kits that have been really good and I haven't really had to do too much. But like I said, there are kind of a lot of inconsistencies. So that's what I mean by you get what you pay for. Now, the main reason why I do recommend this shop is just because I haven't really found a lot of shops that offer kits as cheap as this one does. But I do also want to be completely transparent with my own personal experiences. I did make the mistake of placing a very large order, well, 2 very large orders as my first orders. But also keep in mind, my apartment complex is super weird the way it's set up, so mail does get mixed up a lot. So just keep that in mind. But basically what happened was I placed 2 very large orders totaling about over 50 kits. and I want to say I placed them within 2 weeks of each other. Now the processing time on the site shows 2 weeks. I was like, and at this time when I placed the first order, I didn't set up my account yet, so I didn't receive any like email confirmation or anything like that. But for the second one I did, because I set up my account by then. Now I emailed customer service letting them know that like I hadn't gotten any like confirmation. I just wanted to know like what was going up with my order. And I got a response saying that there was a 2-week processing time, which shows on every listing and in the FAQ, and that the owner's brother had died and that they were going to be shipping out my order that day. So obviously I replied back giving my condolences and just asking if I would get some type of confirmation with the tracking, since that's the shipping option I paid for. And I didn't get any response. So about 3 weeks later, I email again asking about both of my orders, which she replies right away saying it's shipping out tomorrow. And again, I got no confirmation. Now, at this time, it had been about 2 months later after I purchased the first order, which I never received. So I did a chargeback on my card like anyone would do. And the very next day, I get an email with a screenshot of the tracking saying my order was delivered. So I respond expressing my disappointment because at this point I should have received both orders but still hadn't, which then the owner very promptly responds that both of them had been delivered and that the second one was actually hand delivered to someone, like to a person, and that I needed to check with my local post office so they can GPS locate it to see which house it was delivered at, and that if it was delivered at my apartment, that I needed to file a police report because that's a serious offense. It's a felony for like mail theft and like mail fraud and stuff like that. And then that was it. I got no more interactions, nothing. Like I like contacted my post office and everything, and they said they were going to open up a case to like try and find my package. And I was like letting her know, and I was like, okay, well, is there anything I could do? Because at this point, like $5 times 50 kids, like I spent a few $100s, you know? So like that's kind of a lot of money, and then I didn't get anything. But I never got any response from her, and so to me, I just feel like she could have done a better job with her customer service. I mean, I did later find the second package. My mailman ended up catching that he gave it to the wrong address, and he was able to get it back to me, so that was nice on his part. But like I said, I just feel like she could have done a little bit better. I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think. But anyways, for the overlays, as you can see, I'm pulling in the ones from Rose Colored Days. I absolutely love them. They are completely 100% repositionable on matte and on glossy paper. They don't pull up any ink or anything. They're amazing. Lauren, you're amazing. Shout out to you, girl. And then going in on my sidebar. So going in on my sidebar, I am putting my extra full box all the way up at the top. That's how I like to do it. I don't like the October. I don't need to know what month it is. I already know. And then next up, I am going to be going in with my habit trackers. Now, I did start a new anxiety medication, so that's what this week is standing for. It does make me very nauseous, so I kind of just like to keep track of whenever I'm feeling any nausea. And then it also it kind of interferes with my sleep. So I basically want to just track my sleeping patterns, if I'm getting enough rest, if I'm feeling rested. That's what the second habit tracker is for. And then the third one, I am going to be trying a new nightly routine, which includes skincare and then also just some relaxation techniques for myself to kind of help me fall asleep better. So that's what the goals is for. And then I did want to put in a 3-heart checklist underneath that to kind of write out what the actual nightly routine was going to be. But because I am going to be using 2 Monday through Sunday, like weekly trackers, I didn't think it was going to fit. So I just go in with a piece of washi just to separate the sections. And then I go in with that first Monday through Sunday. And then I use another piece of washi. And then the second Monday through Sunday, and then one last piece of washi just to kind of break off the day, break off the whole sidebar. For those 2 weekly trackers, the first one I'm going to be using to mark the solids that I'm introducing to my daughter, and then the second one is for whatever TV shows I'm currently watching, like what episode and stuff, just to kind of keep track of that. Now, going in for the day by day, I am going to be going for a morning walk with my daughter. So I'm pulling in a flag along with this little shoe from Happy Planning Designs. Unfortunately, her shop is no longer open. So I will be using this little walk script from Kinsey's Creations. And then after that, I have my 10 a.m. therapy appointment, which I'm going to use another script from Kinsey's Creations along with my Coffee Monsters Co. therapy emojis. Now, Monday is also another payday, but because the script was too large and I have 2 packages coming in, I'd rather just mark the packages. I was going to use my Amazon order from Letters to Apollo, but I ended up just cutting down a heart checklist to mark my Amazon order as well as my Scribble Prints Co. monthly subscription. And then I am a stay-at-home mom, so I'm going to start in on my zone cleaning in the afternoon. Monday is just going to be zone 1, so I just marked that and then use another cut down heart checklist for my top 3 for the day. And then going in on Tuesday, I do have some stuff to do in the afternoon, so I want to do my zone cleaning in the morning. So I just used a quarter box to mark zone 2 and then another cut down heart checklist for my top 3 for the day. And then after that, I'm going in with a half box because I want to upload a video. I haven't decided which one I'm going to upload, so I'll kind of just fill that in whenever the day comes. And then lastly, I have a lash appointment between 3 and 7, so I'm using a quarter box for that. And then going in on Wednesday, I am starting the day off with my zone 3 and my top 3 for the day. And then I do have to do my costume finishing touches for me and Joe. So that's what that little half box is for. And then underneath that, I did want to film 2 videos. So I did use two little strips from the heart checklist to mark those that I would fill in on the day. And then going in on Thursday. So I do pull in this half box because I wanted to upload another video, but then I realized that the video I wanted to upload was actually supposed to be for Friday, so I quickly moved that over. And then I start in with my zone 4 cleaning, so another quarter box with another 3 heart checklists for my top 3. And then also because it is Halloween, it is MJ's first Halloween, so I'm marking that in a half box. And then because it is the day before the 1st, I also want to plan my budget. So I'm pulling that little sticker in from Scribble Prints Co. and putting that at the very end of the day. And then I move that little half box down so I can put in that family night sticker from Letters to Apollo. And then that's when I realized that I also have to give MJ a bath the night before. So I end up moving one of those little heart checklists and putting a little bath icon to mark that down. And then going in on Friday after the upload, I also want to mark that rent is due because it is the 1st. And then it's also Joe's payday, so I'm taking another little script from Scribble Prints Co. and just laying that over my full box. And then I'm also including my zone 5 cleaning. So again, another quarter box as well as a top 3 for the ombre heart checklist. And then on Saturdays, I like to have at least one day throughout the week where I can kind of just relax and not really do too much, not do anything that I would normally do throughout the week, which is perfect because the 2nd is also MJ's 9-month. So I'm taking another half box, using it vertically to write down that, as well as pulling in this little cute baby munchkin from Once More with Love. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do for the rest of the night, so I think I just move on to Sunday. So Sunday on the 3rd, that's actually my little sister's birthday. She's going to be turning 21. I'm so excited for her. I'm going to be using a half box to mark that in. And then later in the day, I do want to do my zone 6 cleaning. The focus for next week is laundry. So I'm going to be doing Joe's laundry, MJ's laundry, and washing all of our linens. I also want to go grocery shopping. So I'm using another little cut down strip of the heart checklist with a little shopping cart icon from the kit. And then on Saturday, since we're not really doing too much, I thought it would be a perfect night for Joe and I to do a date night. And then I also want to film a video, so I'm using another half box just to kind of fill up some space. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my top 3 for each of my zones. The way I like to break up the zones is different parts of the apartment. So zone 1 will be the bedroom, so either the master or the nursery. Zone 2 will be the kitchen, and I like to pick just one major appliance, so the stove or the fridge. Zone 3 is the bathroom, which I'll kind of focus on either the toilets or the sinks or the shower. And then zone 4 is the living room, which is kind of just overall just tidying up and dusting. And then zone 5 is kind of miscellaneous. So it could be cleaning up the patio, decluttering, going through the closets, things like that. And then zone 6, it alternates between doing the floors and doing laundry. So that's basically how I do my week. And then because it does look a little bit bare at the top, I am going to be going in with these little circles that come with the kit. It doesn't come with any deco, so I like to pull those in just so it doesn't look so white at the top. And then at the very end, I do pull in another flag just to kind of balance out that side. And that's basically my week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Bye guys!